Hey guys, Risque here, and welcome back to Dragon Age 2. So last we left off, we just got started. We recreated Risque here, and we we're into it.
You will not have him! They will not have you. Not while I breathe.
Okay. Sure. Oh shit. So far I do actually prefer the combat in this game. For sure.
Wesley. You'll make it worse.
Apostate, keep your distance.
Well, the Maker has a sense of humor. Darkspawn and now a Templar. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
The Spawn are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown. The Order dictates.
Wesley.
That woman is an apostate. The Order dictates.
Dear, they saved us. The Maker understands.
Of course.
I am Aveline Valenne. This is my husband, Sir Wesley. We can hate each other when we're safe from the Horde.
A strange time to be hunting apostates. His fellows left with the Chantry priests.
I was traveling to Denerim on business for the Order, but I had to turn south when I heard of Ostagar.
Bad luck and judgment brought us together here before the attack.
The nice Templar has been convinced to postpone his hunt for illegal mages. So let's not dwell upon it, shall we?
Wise girl.
You're quick to offer your allegiance.
Another blade between us and the Darkspawn? Yes, please.
So long as the Horde is their first concern.
My duty is clear, but that is for another day, if we are granted that opportunity.
We will be fine. We all will.
For a while it looked like we were the only ones to escape the Darkspawn.
We aren't free of them yet. Just like at Ostagar, this is just the start.
You were there. Yes, I see it now. Third Company, under Captain Varel.
Then you saw how the whole of the army was defeated.
We fell to betrayal, not the Darkspawn. This arm of the Horde will not have the same advantage.
The wrath of the Templars is terrible indeed.
More so their wives. But as long as there is a greater danger, you and I have an accord.
Thank you, Wesley. For now, we move with you. North is cut off. We barely escaped the main body of the Horde.
Then we're trapped. The wilds are to the south, that's no way out.
I'm not running straight into the Horde. We go south.
Sounds like a plan to me. Okay. Let's go ahead and level these guys up. Okay, let's see. I feel like strength and constitution are just good. Good things to do, and her magic as well, since she's a mage. Sorry if y'all hear noises. People just love to be loud. Okay, should we do elemental, spirit, arcane, entropy, or creation? Ooh. Heal, I feel, yes. Heal is absolutely necessary. Okay, for Carver here, since he's a warrior, let's do 2 to strength as well. And I think we'll up his... Yeah, we'll do Constitution. Okay, two-handed Vanguard, Defender, Warmonger, Battlemaster. Okay, so we can do Stonewall. The warrior braces for impact, shrugging off damage for a brief moment and pushing back against any foe who attacks. Do like the sound of that. Or we can do Mighty Blow. The warrior leaps into the air, crushing down on foes with tremendous force. Let's do that. Okay. Let's go ahead and read a couple more entries in the Codex. Okay, so let's read about the city of Kirkwall. Kirkwall once lived on the edge of the Tevinter Imperium and was home to nearly 1 million slaves. Stolen from elven lands or shipped from across the sea, all slaves fed the Imperium's unquenchable thirst for expansion. They worked in massive quarries and sweltering foundries that produced stone and steel for the Empire. The city's complicated past is not easy to forget, history having earmarked many corners of the stone city. A ship approaching the harbor spots the city's namesake, an imposing black wall. It is visible for miles, and carved into the cliffside are a pantheon of vile guardians representing the old gods. Over the years, the Chantry has effaced many of these profane sentinels, but it will take many more years to erase them all. Also carved into the cliff is a channel that permits ships into the city's interior. Flanking the channel are 2 massive bronze statues, the twins of Kirkwall. The statues have a practical use. Kirkwall sits next to the narrowest point of the waking sea, and a massive chain net can be erected between the statues and the lighthouse, closing off the only narrow navigable lane. The stranglehold on sea traffic, I can't read, is jealously guarded by the ever-changing rulers of the city as the net trolls taxes, tolls, and extortions in from the sea. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genitivi. We know Brother Genitivi. Honest answer regarding apostates. Okay, sure, why not? A mage who does not receive the teachings of the circle and who does not have the words of Andraste in her heart is an apostate and a danger to us all. Without the guidance of the Holy Chantry, a mage may foolishly dabble in the darker arts, blood magic or demon summoning, thus becoming Malficarum. And a mage's mind will ever be a door to spirits of the Fade without proper instruction. The doorway remains open and unsecured. If a demon should come through this doorway and possess a mage, an abomination is created. We've been there, we've done that. Got that t-shirt. Abominations know only madness. They cannot be reasoned with and will slaughter man, woman, and child without thought. Whole cities have fallen to these creatures. Thousands have died at their hands. The Chantry and her Templars have a duty to ensure that this does not happen. If I knew a better way to deal with magic, I would seize upon it immediately. You say we should let the mages guard themselves. I tell you that this is no solution. Look at the Tevinter Imperium. These magisters do not know restraint. Without Chantry oversight, the magisters abuse their power. Those without magic are trampled underfoot and forced to serve. Slaves are slaughtered by the hundreds to feed the magisters' hunger for power. Even some mages are not spared, for in mages, as in all humans, there exists a spectrum. On one end, the very powerful, on the other, those that can barely light a candle. The Empire cares only for the strongest, and those who do not compare favorably are thrown to the wolves. Imagine your children growing up in such a world. If a mage asked it of you, you would have to give him your daughter, not knowing what his plans for her might be. You would not resist him, and neither could she. Without our Templars and without the Circle, the common man would have no defense against magic. We must deny the mages certain freedoms for the common good. I wish there was another way. I tell the apprentices this is a test of their faith, that this is the will of the Maker. Many understand that we do what we do for their own good. Okay. To Lord Guthrie Abels. Okay, let's read about us. The daughter of Malcolm Hawke and Leandra Amel, Risqué has lived in many places throughout Ferelden. Her father and younger sister Bethany... See, we didn't have a sister Bethany. We had a brother Fergus. Okay. Were apostate mages, thus the family was constantly on the move, avoiding Templar hunters. 10 years ago, the family settled in the village of Lothering, building a home on the outskirts and making a life where they wouldn't forever be on the run. That's not what happened, but it's fine. Though Leandra worried constantly that the Templars would one day catch up with them, Malcolm kept his abilities a secret and taught his daughter to do the same. He died 3 years ago, leaving Risqué responsible for the welfare of her mother and younger siblings. When the Blight began, Risqué and Carver quickly enlisted in King Callan's raiment. The horde spilling from the Kokari wilds meant their home would be quickly overrun if the Darkspawn were not defeated immediately. However, the Battle of Ostagar ended with the betrayal and death of King Callan. Risqué and Carver barely escaped the chaos of their lives and returned to Lothering to get their mother and Bethany out with only moments to spare. I'm guessing it's not actually the same character. But like some things seem the same. Other things don't so much. I don't know. Oh, bring it on. Oh, don't fucking scare me. Ow! Rude! So rude, man. Oh. Don't scare me, y'all ain't shit. Because yeah, there are a lot of changes for it to be the same character. Because I mean, there's no mention of us being Grey Wardens, there's... you know.
Can we keep going? I don't want to be a standing target.
Okay. There's no mention of us, like, defeating the Blight. Yes, I know about the radio minion.
You meet your maker.
Y'all fucking suck. Y'all ain't shit. So yeah, I'm just assuming that we're not the same character we were in the first game, even though we can design our character almost the exact same way. Because I mean, I guess I would assume that if it was the same character, that we could have, like, imported our appearance like we could in Mass Effect, you know? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I do not know. Okay, we're getting injured kids out the ass, so that's the good thing. Also, I don't remember stamina draughts. Was that a thing? Was that a thing in Origins? I don't remember that. But there were so many things that I completely just missed on my playthrough, so it's entirely possible that it was a thing and I just didn't notice. Damn, Bethany's almost dead. That's not good.
Quickly, before they regroup, we must press towards the wilds.
Okay, I just want to look around for a second, so don't rush me. Hey, nice. Okay, let's level up. I'll actually add another to our Constitution, and I'll add some to Magic. Why not? Okay, so I can do Unforgiving Chain. For a short time, every basic melee attack the rogue executes in rapid succession increases the chance to score a critical hit. Activating any other talent cancels the effect, but Explosive Strike can exploit the chain for extra damage. Okay. We've got Bursting Arrow. I do have a bow, so I mean I could do this. Arrow explodes on impact. I do kind of like the sound of it. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do that. Okay. For Bethany, I add one to her magic. I just don't think she's going to need that much strength. You know? But she is weak as hell, so I'll add 2 to her constitution. Okay, Heroic Aura. The mage enhances the party's aptitude in battle for as long as this mode is active. Or, what's this one? Greater Heal. Heal becomes a tide of restorative energy. Since we did heal last time, I think I'll focus on something else. Winter's Grasp. The mage summons a blast of cold that injures and slows the target. Pyromancer. Long practice with wielding flame increases all fire damage that the mage inflicts, including basic attacks from a fire staff. Kind of like the sound of that. Let's see. Spirit Bolt. The mage fires a bolt of energy that slams into the target. Although other spells may be more powerful, the bolt can be cast with great frequency. Okay. Dispel Magic. Magic interrupts enemy spellcasting, removes hostile magic effects from the party, and disables sustained magical abilities from enemies across an area of the battlefield. I kind of like all of these. Mind Blast. The mage protects a wave of telekinetic force that knocks enemies back and diverts hostile attention. Mage conjures a protective aura that deflects incoming attacks for as long as this mode is active. I think I might do that. Okay. Strength, Constitution. Let's do some Willpower. Okay, so we did two-handed last time. So let's see. Control. The warrior fights with discipline, not anger, making every swing count. This mode cannot be used at the same time as Might. Or might. Warrior focuses on heavy swings that cleave through foes. Smoke cannot be used at the same time as control. Let's do might. Okay, so... What is she? She's a warrior. Okay, so let's up her strength, let's up her constitution. Let's do 2 strength. Because I'm just like, in Origins, my biggest issue was just that nobody had strength high enough. So I'm like, let me try to focus on that more. Okay, so we got Weapon and Shield, Vanguard, Defender, Warmonger, Battlemaster, and Guardian. Okay, what about Battlemaster? Stealing for battle, the warrior takes a deep breath to regain some stamina. Okay. Sure. What's this? Pommel Strike. Instead of leading with the fatal attack an enemy expects, the warrior strikes out with the weapon's blunt end to stun the opponent. Okay, so we can do Stonewall. The warrior braces for impact, shrugging off damage for a brief moment and pushing back against any foe who attacks. Turn the blade. While many warriors choose to endure their foes' hits, some prefer to deflect the damage instead. Intimal Aegis. The secret to warding off the elements is to rely on your armor, keeping it between you and the blast. The warrior has learned this lesson well and can anticipate magical attacks. Okay. Let's do one of these. Let's do Turn the Blade. Why not? Okay. Coolness. I did... inventory. Equip new weapons, armor, and accessories for each of your new party members. Move items to the junk category to sell them quickly in stores. Okay, can I... Let's see, is this any better? Inspecting items will show you detailed statistics. The stars next to an item indicate its power relative to your level. Gotcha. Is there like an easy... Oh, it is comparing. I mean, I don't really see how that's any better than what I already have equipped. Other than just that it requires more. So I think I'm good. I think I'm good on that. Ooh. I might have to... Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Give me those light gauntlets. Okay, we got an amulet. What's this do? Adds to my stamina. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. Everybody else good? I think everybody else is good. Okay. Alright, nice. You know, it's definitely a learning curve, but I'm liking it so far. What's going on up here? I'm scared. This feels very boss fight-ish. I think I was right.
You soulless bastards!
God damn! Okay, that wasn't good. That was not good. Is Carver alive? Because, I mean, that didn't seem survivable. Survivable? There we go. It didn't seem like he could survive that. That's what I'm trying to say.
Carver, wake up. The battle's over. We're fine.
I'm sorry, Mistress. Your son is gone.
No, these things will not take Carver.
Carver gave himself to save us.
I don't want a hero. I want my son. How could you let him charge off like that? Your little brother. My little boy.
How is this my fault?
Mother, we can't stay here. Carver wouldn't want his sacrifice to be meaningless.
Allow me to commend your son's soul to the Maker, mistress. Ashes we were, and ashes we become. Maker, give this young man a place at your side. Let us take comfort in the peace he has found in eternity.
I will never forget you, Carver.
At least Father will have company now.
Flames. We're too late.
Well, shit. Bring it, bitch. Okay. That was not smart to use that against moving
There's
enemies.
no end to them.
Oh, this is familiar. What the hell is this bitch?
Well, well. What have we here? It used to be we never got visitors to the wilds, but now it seems they arrive in hordes.
I don't know what you are, but I won't let you harm us.
Let me. If I wished you harm, I dare say you could not stop me. If you wish to flee the Darkspawn, you should know you are heading in the wrong direction.
Wait. You can't just leave us here.
Can I not? I spotted a most curious sight. A mighty ogre vanquished. Who could perform such a feat? But now my curiosity is sated, and you are safe for the moment. Is that not enough?
We can get to Kirkwall on our own.
Kirkwall? My, but that is quite the voyage you plan. Your king will not miss you, hmm?
I'm sure he'll miss his life more.
Oh, you I like. Hurtled into the chaos, you fight, and the world will shake before you. Is it fate or chance? I can never decide. It appears fortune smiles on us both today. I may be able to help you yet.
There must be a catch.
There is always a catch. Life is a catch. I suggest you catch it while you can.
Maybe we shouldn't trust her. I don't even know what she is.
I know what she is. The Witch of the Wilds.
Some call me that. Also Fleming, Asha Belinar, an old hag who talks too much. Does it matter? I offer you this. I will get your group past the Horde in exchange for a simple delivery to a place not far out of your way. Would you do this for a Witch of the Wilds?
What is a Witch of the Wilds exactly?
A chastened legend. Witches that steal children.
Bah, as if I had nothing better to do.
You're an apostate?
Yes, just like you.
You would go through all that trouble to have something delivered?
I have an appointment to keep. It is far more convenient this way. Happily, you're not without your own needs.
How much trouble will this delivery be exactly?
About as much trouble as my saving your lives not 5 minutes ago.
Good point.
If you knew my daughter, you'd know how seldom I hear that.
Should we trust her?
Wesley is injured. We'll never escape the Darkspawn.
If you need to, leave me behind.
No. I said I would drag you out if I had to, and I meant it.
Roast a few more Darkspawn? I'll do anything you want.
Sadly, my charity is at an end. There is a clan of Dalish elves near the city of Kirkwall. Deliver this amulet to their keeper, Marithari. Do as she asks with it, and any debt between us is paid in full. Before I take you anywhere, however, there is another matter.
No, leave him alone.
What has been done to your man is within his blood already.
You lie!
She's right, Aveline. I can feel the corruption inside me.
What are you talking about?
From the Darkspawn. All that blood. I knew when it happened.
And how much time before you?
Not long now, if I am any judge.
There must be something we can do.
The only cure I know of is to become a Grey Warden.
And they all died at Ostagar.
Not all, but the last are now beyond your reach.
Aveline, listen to me.
You can't ask me this. I won't.
Please. The corruption is a slow death. I can't.
I'm sorry, Aveline. This has to be done.
Thank you.
Without an end, there can be no peace. It gets no easier. Your struggles have only just begun.
Flemeth,
I thought that might interest you.
you expect me to believe a myth swooped out of the wild to save the champion?
Oh, come now, Seeker. Do I need to recite the tale of the Warden as well?
No. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised to hear of her involvement.
I liked my version better, too.
What else aren't you telling me, then? Did she send someone with the champion?
In a matter of speaking.
So it's true. Continue. But if you tell me they all flew to Kirkwall on a dragon...
Nothing so fanciful, I assure you. The witch kept her word, and got them to Guaran, where they took ship. They sailed north across the waking sea, lashed by terrible storms. 2 weeks they spent in that dark hold, packed in with the fearful and the desperate. And then they saw it. Kirkwall. the City of Chains. Long ago, it was part of the Imperium. Slaves coming from far and wide to work the quarries. Now, it's a free city, but I use the word loosely. Sail through those black cliffs and you'll see what the slaves of old saw. The gallows, welcoming you. That's where their ship landed, with all the rest.
They're not letting anyone into the city.
What? That can't be.
It's true. Look at them all.
They're Fereldans, just like us. Fleeing for their lives.
And they would throw us all back to the wolves. Unbelievable.
We're getting into the city, one way or another. We need to find Gamlen. Our family has always been highly regarded in Kirkwall. He can do something, I'm sure of it. Let's hope he received your letter.
The guards seem to be reporting to that man. Perhaps we should speak to him.
All right, well, on that note, we're going to go ahead and end this episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share this with your friends, hit the bell so you don't miss an upload, and I'll see you guys next time.